What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. We are here with another seasonal championship. This time German quality, and what we have to use is a German car in the A class, so 701 to 800 rating. And it has to have all-wheel drive. Now, the important thing to note here is the car doesn't have to have stock all-wheel drive. You can just tune it to all-wheel drive, and it counts. And what I chose is the reward car of the last championship we did, the 2002 BMW M3 GTR, one of the most iconic cars around. And I just decided to give it a little bit of a tune that is in the description, the share code that is, and obviously the iconic design was also given to it. And obviously the wing is not the same, but we will now use that for our dirt championship. Now you might be wondering, well, this is not particularly rally-esque, but you need to take into consideration that dirt championships are partly on the road and partly on the dirt, but they are not like cross-country championships. So you don't need some massive off-roader to do it. Just hold them off real quick. And now you can already see we can just breeze past them because we're bunching up in the corner. And that already puts us into third, and now we are building up speed because we have a pretty fast tune and not just a real off-road tune. We can certainly do well on the road here as well, and late braking. Held a little bit off on the brake at the start so that we go in with more speed, and that puts us into first already. And now obviously with the all-wheel drive we have a very controllable car, and we should be able to do pretty well here in the dirt section as well. Let's hold it through. Obviously we'll have to do a drift here or there to really make the most of it. Hold it through here. That gives you a little bit of a... whoa, that was close. A little bit of a drift there. Almost would have caught dinner there. Almost. We are on our path to start with 20 points here. That's a pretty good wreckage here to start that off. We have one guy that is, let's say, reasonably close, but nobody is really threatening us right now. A bit careful on the acceleration there, but so you don't want to mess it up with unnecessary mistakes, because when you have that kind of lead you don't need to take big risks. You don't want to just slow down, but you don't need to take major risks. What you always want to take is major time. It's very obvious. For those of you that are a little bit older, they will know what I was talking about. Or maybe not. I don't know, maybe it's too niche. Oh, that was pretty wet. Just the way I like it, eh? Herpider. Herpity derpider. Alright, the race is almost finished. This is one of those races again where you don't have a whole lot to talk about because you just drive past everyone and then you have a boring race. Oh, that last corner though. Well, the last real corner. Nearly did us in there. We were way late on the braking. Now we can just hold it through full throttle. You know, it shows a little bit yellow, but we don't even need to lift, so that's fine. There we go, that's 20 points. Sorry. So, since not much is going on with the races, what else is going on? We have rabbits now. That's pretty cool. We're a lot more interesting than I thought they would be. That's for damn sure. Where's the next race? There it is. That's a circuit race. I don't like circuit races very much. Although they're a little bit... Well, are they really easier? I don't know. Doesn't really make much of a difference. This car is so pretty. I wonder if a last championship can also be done with an M3. Probably not. And I'm not sure I would want to do a cross-country championship with an M3. If I'm even going to do it. The championship, that is. I'm sleepier than Joe right now. So there is that. Yeah, was that a political statement? No, it wasn't. I don't care. I'm just rambling on while we wait for the next race. There we go. That's pretty. Right, let's go past on the inside here. And go past on the inside here. And then we want to dart and... Oh, inside line has been closed off, eh? Not with me. We just cut the checkpoint and... cut the checkpoint here. And that gets us another 3 positions. Now I want to start on the outside here, and we will actually drive past on the outside because they left it completely open and hit the brakes. So we were much faster going around the outside. Oops, I was coughing and looking away. And then I drove off the track. I didn't want to cough into the microphone, but like... Well, I could have pressed pause, but I don't know. I didn't think it would be an issue, but it was. Oh, we're still in first. It's not that bad. Summer season is terrible when it comes to the allergies. Which is annoying because I never had issues with it when I was younger, but it's just getting worse. Really annoying. Probably have to hit the pharmacy. And you probably think, well, I don't care about that. I care about, like, what are you doing in the race? Well, we are driving the circuit. It's boring right now. Because the tune is pretty good and it's making it pretty easy to drive against these guys. I mean, what you do want to do is, when you drive in these direct duels, like we did there in these corners, cut the checkpoints and make your own inside line. There you could see where in that fight they were covering the inside line, but they still left the checkpoint wide open, so you could just cut through the checkpoint and make your own inside line and still go into the inside, although they were covering the line. Like, you can do that, it's fine. As long as you hit the checkpoint, you're good to go, right? And then in the other corner we saw you can drive around the outside because the AI will hit the brakes in a lot of corners, but you can take full throttle. Especially with a tune that is as stable as this one. That was cutting it pretty close there. So you might want to avoid taking these risks. Because we have a pretty comfortable lead. Obviously it's not massive or anything, but it's big enough where we don't need to take any major risks. I mean, even if we went a lot faster by taking more risks and going to the absolute limit, it's not like our lead would increase a whole lot because of the rubber banding, so we're about as far ahead as we probably get. Actually seems to increase further, so take that back. But yeah, we're certainly braking relatively early on these corners. And right now I'm just gathering drift points, to be honest with you. Actually, that's a fun fact. I actually had this specific car, the 2002 M3 GTR. I had this car already tuned to an off-road car, an off-road tune that is. And I didn't find the share code for it. Like, I didn't find the tune anymore. I was like, okay, I'll just look for a new one, and then obviously with winning the car in the last championship, I had a duplicate version of it. So what I could do is just make a second one with an off-road tune, and now I have 2 off-road 2002 M3s. It's a bit like, you probably, if you have a duplicate one, you probably want 1 off-road one and 1 street one. Or even 2 street ones, because it's not really an off-road car, but you probably do not want 2 off-road ones. Especially at the same class, we're both A-class off-road tunes. Like, that's... I find that pretty funny. You probably find it boring, but I don't know what else to talk about right now. There's the last race. That's another sprint. I like sprints more. I don't know why, but I do. And I very much like this car. Let's go for race 3. Even if we just come 2nd or 3rd, we have this in the bag, but obviously I want to come first. Racing, the only time I want to come first, obviously. Unfortunately, it's not the only time I do. I should stop dissing myself. Oh, I was told actually that dissing yourself shows great self-esteem, but... And great confidence. Although I'm not entirely sure that that's the case, but, you know. If someone says that, then obviously I have to believe it, right? Someone on the internet said the sky is orange. I now believe the sky is orange. I also said the earth is flat. So obviously that must be true, right? Oh, too much cocaine again. I guess I'll tell Dad. Oh wait, no, he left. That was a sad story. It was also entirely made up, by the way. I mean, probably is based on someone's reality, but luckily not mine. Not all of it. Entirely. I'll just shut up, that's too sad. I just don't know what to talk about. Like, we just drive past everyone. It's another one of those series where the tune is so good that you just drive past everyone in the first 3 corners, and then you just enjoy the race, I guess. Although with all of the rain coming down, I feel right at home. So that's pretty cool, eh? No, I'm not from Britain. Why are you asking? Actually, I don't sound very British, do I? I actually had someone ask me where I'm from, and they actually were able to tell that my accent is from Germany. Or that I have a German accent, I should say. Pretty cool when I have German viewers, I must say, because normally obviously they view German videos. And then everyone around me asks, hey, why do you do your videos in English? Well, I don't know. Because I prefer doing that, maybe? I guess it's too late to change now, right? I have to do a new channel. I mean, I did like, what, 1,000 videos by now? Probably. I honestly have no idea how many videos I did, but it's probably 1,000 or something. So, no point in changing now, although I don't have 1,000 videos with commentary, obviously, but still no point in changing language now, so... I'm not even sure I want to. I mean, something that I would like to do is do dual commentary with my girlfriend, but I'm pretty sure she would only do it in German, so that's something I guess I would have to do on a secondary channel, but I make German or something? I don't know. I'm just rambling on again because races are boring. Like, it's a good sign these races are boring, because that tells me the tune is pretty good. And I'm not showing you some crap that doesn't work. So that's pretty good, right? If I have it 60 points, it's already over. So, do we get another wheel spin? Jesus Christ, that jacket is terrible. That looked absolutely awful. Alright, so, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I hope you can do this as well. I hope you like the tune, and until next time, farewell.